So I'm here at Outlaw Slots to test some Revo slots. Big thank you to Revo for sending me some cars to have some fun with. Massive thank you to Outlaw Slots for allowing me to use this incredible venue. We've got the big 8-lane monster wood routed track. We've got their smaller, called like a home style wood routed track. So we're going to test both of them with 3 Revo cars. So let's go check them out. Let's check out which Revo cars I'll be testing today. So let's take a look at the 3 Revo slot cars I will be taking around the track today. First up, the beautiful number 28 Porsche 911 GT1. This one I will be using, I believe, at the Revo Nats. So let's get some laps done. Bog stock, straight out of the box, onto the track. Next up, we'll be taking the new Corvette for a spin car 72. I believe I can use this one at the Revo Nats as well. So this will be the car I'll be taking to the Nats. And last but not least, one of my favorite cars of the year, the Revo slot 510, but I'm going to use car 35. So let's test them all, put them around the track, all stock out of the box, stock tires, stock everything. Am I hoping to see a difference? Yes, I am. I think this one might be the hardest to drive being so small. Well, let's put these 3 cars to the test. So first up, we have the Porsche 911 GT1. Let's tackle the big 8-laner. So let's get stuck into the Porsche 911 GT1. I'm going to play my controller a bit. A little bit nervous. I've got a couple of people racing beside me that are showing me how this track is run. We'll call them competitors for today. So now let's go for a hot lap. At the moment, it's a little bit twitchy in the rear, so I'm going to play with the brake. Just to try and get my braking points down pat. Awesome straight line speed. They're coming up from behind me. So remember, this is a non-mag car. We're not running any magnets in the Revo. And the straight line speed on this is incredible. A little bit tail happy, which we expect. Oh, sorry, mates, I didn't see you. Take 2. And we've had an accident. So I like a little bit of a Pringle there. Luckily, I've got insurance. So we back off and going with the Porsche GT1 911. Now keep in mind, these have got no mag in them. Nice and tail happy. They do come with a magnet in the box, but I chose not to put it on. And the tyres should be coming in soon. Now this is out of the box stock. Haven't touched the tyres, haven't touched the chassis. I would normally recommend to rebuild the chassis, take it apart, put it back together, then put it around the track. As you can see, I'm starting to get a little bit tail happy now because the tyres are starting to come in. But out of the box, it's got some punch. And I rolled it. So we're going to turn down the sensitivity and turn up the brake a little bit. I want to take away a little bit of that coast around the corner. And off and going again. Got a little bit more brake now. So I should be able to control that slide through the corner. Maybe take a little bit of brake out of it. But out of the box we are doing looks like we're doing a 10.5. Let's see if we can get into the 9s. I don't think we will today. But this is the Porsche 911 GT1 on a big 8-lane wood routed track. Next up, Corvette. So next up we've got the Corvette C5R. Let's see how it tackles the big 8-laner. So next up we've got the Corvette. Now, being a different car, I'm going to change the controller settings again. I'm using the True Speed MK2 or Mark II. Just going to turn the braking down a bit. Out of the box, this one feels a little bit more settled. It's probably just me because I'm used to the track now. We've got some traffic coming up behind us. Keep in mind, this out of the box has got no mag. Haven't touched the tyres, no rebuild of the chassis, which I highly recommend with any Revo slot car. We're going to try and keep up with these guys. I don't think we will because they've got some magnets in theirs. We'll do our best. This Corvette is incredible. Oh my God. Love it. Here we go. I don't know what laps I'm doing yet, but we'll have a look in the tick. Around the corner. It's not as tail happy. So let's check our lap times on that one. We're still in the, we're in the 11s. This one feels faster, but it's not. Let's do a couple more laps and we'll move on to the Datsun, which I'm going to find is going to be a harder car to drive, being a smaller car. Oh, we're up on our side. What a park. So I've turned the sensitivity up so we've got a little bit more punch out of the corners. So I'm finding there's a little bit of a lag. That's controller settings. We should be really throwing this around the corners, braking into the corner. There we go. Now we've got a little bit of confidence. And we've done a massive flip. Caution on yellow. And we're back and going again. That was a really big flip. So was that. I promise you I did not hit him. But the Corvette out of the box, sticking good. Two more laps and we'll move on to the Datsun. If I'm honest, I'm a little bit nervous about the Datsun. Last lap. See if we can catch this car in front of us. I don't have a chance. But for a non-mag car. And let's move on to the Datsun. So last but not least, the Datsun 510 BRE, car number 35. How does this one handle the big 8-lane wood-routed track? Let's find out. It's tiny, isn't it? It's really tiny. I'm actually a bit scared to drive it. So next up, we've got the Datsun 510. Now this is a small car. We've got smaller tires, smaller car. I'm extremely nervous. Let's just dial it in first because this will be a completely different car to drive. I'm expecting it to be more grippy than it is tail happy. But out of the box, so far, it is cool. Oh, she wants to step out a bit. I'll let the big boy go past and you can see how different this car is compared to the bigger ones. Here we go. Let's bring a hot lap in. It actually is driving better than I thought. Not as tail happy as the bigger boys. Again, stock tires. I haven't rebuilt the chassis from the ground up, which I recommend taking it apart, and we've come off. Caution on red. So we're back on track. Normally with the Revo slot cars, I recommend you rebuild the chassis, take it all apart, put it back together so you know it's flat. Tyres can do with a little bit of a lick, but I haven't touched them. I recommend truing the tyres, of course, if you want performance, but we are showing out of the box performance on a massive wood-routed wood track. Did I say wood-routed wood track? I think I did. It's the same thing. So we are still in the 11s. None of the Revo slots have dipped into the 10s. But for a non-mag car, they're not too bad at all. So let's do 2 more laps and then we'll move on to the smaller track. And let's bring it on home.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.